that she was not aligned with the president's mission to make America healthy again.
Karoline Leavitt takes aim at Jen Psaki's remarks on Minneapolis shooting. Just when the nation was grappling with the horror of a school shooting in Minneapolis that claimed the lives of 2 children during morning mass, political tensions flared anew. Former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, now an MSNBC anchor, sent shockwaves across social media by declaring that prayer is not freaking enough to address such deadly tragedies. She wrote, "Prayer does not end school shootings. Prayer does not make parents feel safe. Prayer does not bring these kids back. Enough with the thoughts and prayers." Her emotional commentary sparked fierce criticism and outrage. Current White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt quickly stepped in, calling Psaki's words incredibly insensitive and disrespectful to the tens of millions of Americans of faith who see prayer as a source of strength during unimaginable grief. Leavitt urged Psaki to offer prayers herself for the families of the victims, insisting that faith and compassion remain essential in moments of tragedy. White House Communications Secretary Stephen Chung went even further, blasting Psaki as a disgusting human being on social media and demanding an apology. Psaki, however, didn't back down. Fighting back tears on live television, she spoke about years of political inaction, saying that thoughts and prayers have become a shallow response while gun reform is constantly pushed aside. She criticized the way public attention often shifts toward divisive debates rather than focusing on real solutions to gun violence. Her words highlighted a deep frustration shared by many Americans who feel that little is being done to prevent these recurring tragedies. Vice President J.D. Vance, on the other hand, defended prayer as a powerful and necessary act of faith. He wrote online, "We pray because our hearts are broken. Why attack people for praying when children were killed praying?" His response reflected a sharp contrast in how national leaders view the role of faith in responding to tragedy. The Minneapolis shooting itself was devastating. The gunman, identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, formerly Robert Westman, carried out the attack during Mass at Annunciation Catholic School before taking his own life. Investigators later discovered disturbing writings and videos in which he expressed anti-Catholic, anti-Semitic, and hate-filled ideologies. The attack left the community shattered, with parents, children, and parishioners traumatized by the violence. The tragedy also reignited broader debates. Melania Trump suggested schools and communities should focus more on behavioral threat assessments to catch warning signs early. Meanwhile, House GOP Whip Tom Emmer demanded the repeal of Minnesota's trans refuge law, connecting it to cultural confusion and suggesting it may have influenced the shooter's identity. Others strongly rejected those claims, saying the core issue was violence fueled by hatred. This story has become more than just a political spat. It represents the larger national divide over how to respond to shootings, whether with prayer and faith or with legislative action and reform. On one side are leaders like Karoline Leavitt, who argue that faith must not be dismissed. On the other are figures like Jen Psaki, who believe that without tangible action, tragedies will keep repeating themselves. Both women are speaking from a place of urgency, but in very different ways, and their clash has put this debate back in the spotlight. In the end, the Minneapolis shooting is not just another news story. It is a painful reminder of the violence tearing through communities and of the conflicting ways Americans are choosing to cope with it. Whether through prayer, politics, or reform, the nation is once again left asking the same question: what will finally be enough to stop these tragedies?